Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on the Highlands fishing DLC. So yes, last episode we started planting onions in this field, and today we're going to get this field rolled as well after the planter is done, or at least when it's done a bit more, just so we don't get in each other's way. So in the meantime, what I'll do, I'll bring the lorry back because at the moment it's down at the port. I don't think it'll be needed down here for a while, so I will bring it back. I'm sure it'll be needed somewhere else before it's needed here, so yeah, let's get this delivered back, or driven back to the farm, and it'll be used then, I should think, for some sawmill products, because I should think there'll be a few there ready to move fairly soon to the... actually, we could start delivering to the Windmill project possibly fairly soon as well, or if I need the money I could take it sort of to the castle. The castle is useful because it does give you instant and good money as well, quite a lot of money for delivering there, so I might still focus on the castle for the time being, but I do want to get the windmill built. I've obviously bought the plot now, which was not cheap, so I definitely want to do it, but it's just a case of having the funds available really to do that. It also says it needs cement bags as well, which I don't have, so I'd have to buy them, probably, because I have no means of making them at the moment. But either way, yeah, I want to do that at some point. But yes, let's just get this back to the yard for a start, and I will then get the roller on and start rolling behind the onion planter. There we go, so that is the onion planting complete. That's the one field we're going to have this year, unless of course I happen to buy a field with onions in it. In that case I'll have another one, but I'm not planning to. I am planning just to do a smaller amount of onions this year, because it was quite a lot last year for last harvest. It was a bit too much really, so I think this will be a better amount to do overall. It's a pretty good size field this for onions, so that's the plan, just this one. Certainly not planting any more this year. So I will now get on with rolling them. They will also need to be sprayed with fertiliser and herbicide, although that will probably be in the next month. It'd probably be best to wait a month to do that, rather than doing it today. Should give a more accurate spray, I think, if you wait until the germination's happened before you start spraying the herbicide. And the fertiliser, of course, as well. Right, so I'm going to continue now with the rolling, and I'll come back to you when it's complete. Just getting a few more trees put into the sawmill here because it was going a little bit on the low side, so just going to keep it topped up with trees to keep that running, because of course we do need lots and lots of trees for all our many construction projects that we're currently doing, or two of them, but they're taking a lot of material, so yeah, definitely to keep this going. And also making me a lot of money as well, which is always a good thing. Especially, well, the castle is making me a lot of money. I'm yet to see how much the windmill will make. Obviously not from selling the wood, but from longer term processing at the mill to make other products, I think. So that's where the money will come in from the mill. But yeah, certainly selling at the castle seems to be a very profitable thing to do, so I'm really pleased about that and enjoying selling there. It's always good. Right, I'll bring one more tree over. I don't think it's going to take that other one though, so I'm probably just going to have to bring this one over and drop it near the sawmill, and then it'll go in at a later date, or soon, when it's used that other tree up. Because I'm pretty sure that tree that's currently in the trigger point, that's not going to go because it's pretty much full now, I think. Let's just go and see what's in there. So yeah, 48,000. It's not going to take much of this one at all. None of this one, not as it is anyway. So either I can cut a bit off it, which I can do, but it's not going to make much difference. Or probably the best thing is just to leave it, and it will go when there is space in there. In fact, even that's probably too much for it, I would imagine. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, what I'll do, I'll just move that. Oh dear, didn't mean to do that. Let's pull that in a bit further, and then at least that other tree hopefully will fit. That's what I'm hoping to do, is just get the tree in the trigger point at least, rather than leaving it out there. If I cut this one up a bit more, I should be able to manoeuvre it a bit better. Let's cut it into 3 or 4 pieces, and then it should all fit nicely, hopefully. Let's move that one over, and then that one can come through. I know it looks a mess with all the branches on, but because I own the sawmill, it's not going to make a difference. Apparently it doesn't make a difference if you own the sawmill. It's that you only get less money if you're trying to sell it to somebody else's sawmill. But as long as you own the sawmill, it still takes just as much wood if it's got branches, or whether you trim them all off. It doesn't seem to make a difference, I don't think so. I might as well just leave them on, because it's only going to disappear eventually anyway. Right, last little bit through, hopefully, and then we can get that big one through. Let's just see if I can get through there. Probably not actually, no, it's still a bit long. These are actually really big trees. I'm very pleased that we've got so many big trees so close to the sawmill. Although we are using them up, so eventually we are going to run out, and then we probably should maybe plant some more. There are loads. I don't own all of them though, that's what's deceptive. It looks like there's loads. Actually I only own to as far as I've cut. So the ones even before that bank are not in my land. So I don't own quite as many as it looks. But there are loads in other areas of the map as well, which I do own. Up by the grass field is a good example. There's quite a lot of trees around there which I do own, so yeah. I am not short of trees, but it is nice to have them in such a convenient place right next to the sawmill. It's always useful. Okay, so yeah, that's a bit of a mess, but they will soon disappear when there's space in the sawmill for them to be taken. So I'll drop the winch off again. We won't need that again for a few episodes, so I'll drop that off. And then obviously it's raining now, it's not the best weather. But I'll get the products there loaded onto the lorry. And then I think what I might do actually is move on to April, because I've kind of done all the jobs that I need to do in March now. So I think what would be useful is to move on to April, and then we can actually get on with some other jobs as well, and we'll have more stuff to take on the lorry to the building plots. Right, let's get these ones lifted first, and then I'll go over to the other ones if I can get them. Let's see if I can get them from there. Good, okay. Actually there are quite a few. Maybe I will take them now actually, rather than skipping time. there are more than I thought there. So that is, if I go and get the stone products as well, that will actually probably fill the lorry. So yeah, let's do that then. Let's deliver these to the castle. I'll still do the castle for the time being, and then that'll give me some good money there, hopefully. Oop, that's not gone as well. For some reason those have tipped over. Not quite sure why that is. They're still on the lorry, but they're a bit messy now. Right, can we get those two? Or not? Not quite sure why they're not picking up. They should be doing. Yeah, they're not going very well. I think I might need to do a bit of manual sorting out here. This is not going as well as normal. Normally they just load on fine, but for some reason these ones have tipped over and then it's not loading the rest of these planks on, which I don't understand. Anyway, let's try and put this one back on again. I'll have to put it on the floor first to get it level. There we go, and then put it back on again. I'll try and put it on lower down and then that'll free up some more space for the stone products if I can get those as well. There we go, that's better. Then I can actually put these on top of here and then put the stone products on the back. That will work better. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that's all the wood loaded. There we go. I'll strap that one again. And then, yep, let's head off to the stonemasons now, pick up those products, and then I think I'll head to the castle, get them sold. But we will start the mill fairly soon. But for the time being, let's just focus on getting some more money in the account, and then that'll be good. And then we can move on to the mill. Right, I'll head over there now. Okay, so there we go, not bad at all. We've got £259,000 in the bank now, which is excellent. Just having a look to see how much the cement factory was, though, to produce some cement bags for the windmill production, or windmill building project that we've got. As you can see, £370,000, which is a little bit on the high side, I think. I'm not going to be buying that anytime soon, I can't even afford it. So yeah, I was thinking of maybe putting it here, but even that, I think it's not going to fit there really either. So yeah, I think that pretty much rules that out. I think it'll be easier and cheaper just to buy the products that I need, hopefully, and then, because I think I've got most of them anyway. I think the sawmill's going to produce most of them anyway, so I'm hoping it'll just be the cement bags that I need to buy. So what I'll probably do actually is buy some now. There is a warehouse on the map, I've just checked that, and there is a warehouse there somewhere, here. There, there it is. So yeah, I can buy from there and deliver them to the windmill. It's quite a long way, In fact, I probably would have been better off going from the castle straight to the warehouse. Would have been nearer. Never mind. I can still get there. So what I'll do, I think, as I've got the money now, I will go to the warehouse, buy a few bags. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need, but I can afford a few, so I will buy them and get this windmill started, because it does need starting. I don't want it to take too long. I want to get it finished this series, so and also get the benefit from it as well. Hopefully it'll be finished well before the end of the series, so that I actually can benefit from having it. So yeah, let's head off there now, and we'll get some cement bags bought and deliver them to the windmill. Here we are. So I've brought 16 bags, 16 pallets, quite a lot here, so I'm not sure whether it needs all of this, but let's deliver it. Okay, I slightly overbought then. Yes, maybe I wasted my money there. It might still be needed though. It's taken 5, but it may still need more for the future, so what I will do, I think, is unload them. Oh yeah, it is taking more, look, there's some more disappearing. I was going to say I was going to put them on the floor and hopefully it'll just take them as it needs them. I don't think I've wasted my money yet. I'm not too disappointed at the moment anyway. Maybe somebody who's already finished it will let me know if they need more or less than 16 pallets. But at least now I know it's definitely got enough, at least for a long time. Maybe too much, but we'll see. But yeah, that's at least a good start. I'm surprised it doesn't need more stuff. I thought it would need more than just cement at the moment, but I suppose this is for the foundations. This must be digging the foundations for it, so that's why they only need cement at the moment. But in the future it's definitely going to need other products. I'm sure it'll need some wood and possibly some stone products as well. But we'll see. Like I said, I've never done this before. I don't know anything about the building project here, so this is all new to me again. I obviously started the castle, but the castle didn't seem to need any cement, which is unusual. They're building it all with no cement, even though there's stonework in it, which is strange. But this one, it seems, needs only cement. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, let's just stack it all there, and then if the worst case is that it doesn't need all of this, I can always sell them again, I think. So I might make a bit of a loss, but at least it's got loads there, so that'll keep it going. And hopefully we'll see some progress fairly soon. Hopefully. Anyway, let's get back to the yard, and I'm not sure whether there'll be time to do anything else now. I'll probably move on to April and maybe make a start on the planting of the soybeans. Get the helpers to start that. But yeah, apart from that, I think that's mostly done for today. But yeah, let's head back to the yard and see what we're doing from there. There we go, so just get the helper to make a start on this now, and next time we will resume this. We'll need to get it rolled. We also need to spray the other field that we did, the onion field, earlier on. That one needs spraying as well, so there's plenty to do, as you can see, and yeah, we'll get it all done next time. Just to finish off, let's go to the mill and see if there's been any change whatsoever here. So it is still taking the cement, I think. I'm pretty sure it's still taking some. Progress is 0 out of 19 though, so there's no visible sign of change yet, as far as I can tell. But it is, I think, doing something, hopefully anyway. But we'll see. Anyway, there we go. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.